Oh,
Well, my name's Sue, and I am 58 years old, and I'm almost 2 years post-accident. And I had a terrible fall off of a ladder about 15 feet, landed on my backside, and had broken my pelvis in 4 places, 3 spinal fractures, and broke my sternum. And so I've had 4 surgeries, and I've gone from being intubated to being now able to be in my own home. I'm back to driving. So I've had a lot of in-hospital therapy, lots of in-home therapy, 35 days in the nursing home therapy. And so when Karen was assigned to me after my last surgery, which was to fuse the front of my pelvis, Dan, my husband, and I just both thought, well, here's another therapist, and she's not going to be any different than anybody else. She'll be kind, but we'll only get so far. And Karen has touched our lives in such a deep way. And she not only is an expert with hands-on how to work through a problem, how to keep hopeful, how to keep motivated. She is a doctor. I mean, she has the understanding of down to the nerve fibers and the muscles and the bloods and the bones and everything. And I feel that I've gotten farther with Karen than I have with any other therapist, and I really truly mean that. And she's not giving up on me, and she's become a family friend, which I can't say I did with any of my future or my other therapists in the past or in the future. But I'm still undergoing physical therapy at the pool and deep tissue massage. And every time I see Karen, she reassesses and thinks of new exercises, how we can try this, what we can do different, maybe do this. And she just always has a fresh outlook on what to try, never give up.
so what was your life like before the accident?
Oh, I was very active. Hunting, fishing, camping, canoeing. We've been married 31 years. We hike, salmon fish, boundary water trips, and massive gardening in my backyard. And we have 3 adopted kids who are now grown, and now we have 4 granddaughters. So life is very busy.
Have you been able to stay fairly motivated during your rehab?
I have. I'm very lucky that way, I think, because I have kind of a good outlook to start with. But I've had a few pity parties, and I felt, how far am I really going to get? But with Karen's outlook on things, she just keeps me buoyed up there. And
What's your profession, Sue?
I'm a pediatric oncology nurse, and so I've been a nurse all my life, all my grown life.
Yeah.
And very active on my feet all day long, and I have needed to give up my nursing.
So you think physical therapy has been a real benefit to you since your
Absolutely.
surgery?
I couldn't be where I am today without therapy. I have a hospital bed in our living room, and when I first met Karen the day she walked into our living room, hi, I'm Karen, I could not sit on the side of the bed. And I remember her and her stopwatch, and she would time me, and we would see how long I could actually sit. And I think the first time we tried, it was 15 seconds that I could perch on the side of the bed.
Yeah. You remember the day we finally got you going up the stairs?
That's right. She said, I don't think we should try all the way up. And I got halfway up, and I said, I might as well keep going. And she said, okay. So we did it.
Yeah, so that was a real goal of yours. So
was.
it's important, I think, for your therapist to hear what your specific goals are instead of just making their own.
Exactly.
And I heard you say, I'd really love to be able to get up to my own bedroom.
Right. That was very huge, was to get back up there with my husband. And the more active I am, the better my health is, mental and otherwise. Because I can't just sit all my life on my tissues without doing damage. I need to get up and use and be active.
And as we spoke earlier today, as you progress through a healing process, that there are also stages of understanding or emotional changes that have to take place. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, at first it's shock when you realize you've either had a stroke or you've had a bad injury, car accident, fall, whatever it may be, and your life is changed in that instant. And then the focus right after that is survival, and then it's regaining as much as you can. And to really, for me, had her do therapy, have surgery, and now I'm almost 2 years out, and I'm having a different outlook on it. I'm really realizing, okay, you're not going to get all the way back to where you were, and I've been sad about that. But now I'm at a place where I think I'm realizing, okay, this wheelchair is a tool now. It's not that I'm going to be in it forever, I hope, but I don't know.
Exactly.
And it's a tool, and therapy is a tool, and I guess that makes Karen the carpenter.
Well, we certainly, want to see you continue to progress, but we want to also just see you very positive, and it's happened.
Mhm.
And I'm really excited about that. And you've had wonderful family support. Your husband's
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes.
And he's gone through a lot too. As a
He
caregiver,
has.
there's a lot.
There's so
on their
much
plate.
for the caregiver to go through, and that's been so nice because Karen actually understands that, and she ministers not just to the patient, but in our experience, very much so to the whole family. She's met some of our kids, and she just is willing to help everybody. She's thought about Dan and his back and neck issues with transporting me and lifting the wheelchair, and we've talked about maybe a lighter wheelchair, and she's just very open to discussion about what we could do to make our lives more enriched, get out there and do what we want to do,
Yeah.
and here's some ideas of how to do it.
Great. Well, we certainly wish you ongoing health and healing. And thank you for your testimony today.
Thank you very much.